Guys, before you buy a car, especially a used car or an imported car, make sure you watch this video, because being a garage owner, I will share with you some few tips that are really worth your time and will give you a sort of idea and basis of what to look out for and what to make sure is okay or not okay in terms of purchasing your car. A car is not a cheap buy. It's quite an expensive affair. So you guys need to make sure that you buy the car, that is worth, that gives you the value for money, right? Now, first thing we'll start with the odometer check. You see, guys, you will find, especially when you go to a car yard or a car showroom, they have this very bad habit of reversing the odometer. You will find that they have charged you 100 to 200k extra, yeah, just because they have sort of uh, given you a car that is like, let's say, 30,000, yeah, kilometers, right? Now, you will find that a car that is 80,000 kilometers is much more expensive than a 30,000 kilometers because of the low mileage, idea that they put across you. Now, how do we check the odometer, and how do we know whether the odometer has been reversed or something has been tampered with it? One simple way to know is to look for service tags or service stickers inside the car. So make sure you look for service stickers. You will see, especially when you open the door on the side, they're quite hidden, especially with Japanese vehicles. So if you look at those service stickers, you will see the mileage when the car was serviced. So in most cases, most often cases than not, if the odometer has been played with, you will find that the mileage will read, let's say, like 80,000 or 85,000, kilometers, right? So this will give you an idea that yes, the odometer has been played with. Another way to know this is by going through this website, that is qisj.co.uk, right? Now, if you go to this website, you will put your chassis number. The chassis number that is exact as per the chassis, even the dashes and everything, put it in this and do a search, right? QISJP, sorry, qisjp.co.uk. There are other sites, but this is one of them. So it will give you the mileage when the car was inspected, right? During the time of inspection, it will give you the mileage during the time of inspection of that vehicle in Japan. You will find that it's either inspected in Kawasaki, Nagoya, the different inspection centers in Japan. So that's one way of. These are the ways of first way of checking. Is your car worth the money that you're spending? Number two is to look for rust, yeah, and general wear and tear in the car. Look for, especially if the car is from Europe, you will find that it's got a lot of rust in it and stuff like that. So make sure to be a bit proactive. Go down, open the hood, see whether there's any corrosion or anything, yeah, just to be sure that you're buying the right thing. Number three is the panel misalignment and paint mismatch. This is very common in especially locally used cars. If you find that the panels are not aligning properly, or one panel has a different shade of paint than the other, you know that the car has been involved in an accident, and don't buy that particular car. Yeah. Number four is the engine health. How do we know the engine health of the car? There are very simple ways of knowing that. The first thing is the sound. If you hear like weird clanking noises from the engine, and some weird whistling noises and all those, you will know that the engine health is not okay, or the turbo is faulty, or what if it's a turbocharged car, the turbo is faulty, and things like that. Another way to look into is, to check for blow by, or remove the oil cap and see if there is any sludge, yeah, sludge, that will tell you the health of the engine. Has it been regularly serviced, or has the service has it not been regularly serviced. It will give you a rough idea. Another way to check the engine health is cold start and smoke. So guys, when you switch on the engine on cold start and you find that there is blue smoke or very thick, white smoke or things like that, you will know that the engine has been messed up and the head gasket has blown, or there's even some other serious issues. So these are just some of the things that you need to check in the engine. Now, onto the suspension. Yeah, you can go for a short test drive. You can go for a short test drive, jump over small bumps or even speed bumps and see how the suspension is sounding. Go on a slight rough road, see if you're hearing any noises from the suspension. Make sure they allow you to do that. Yeah. And also that will give you a rough idea of how the gear interchange is of that car, especially if it's a CVT gearbox. That will give you of how, on what RPMs is the gear changing. Is the gear changing on very high RPMs, or is it changing on normal RPMs? So that will give you an idea of whether your CVT is okay or not. Now guys, the other simple way of doing this is doing an OBD scan. Here you will most probably need a technician, yeah, who will come with you to do an OBD scan. Now when you go to a technician, he will do for you a thorough check, right? He will even open the suspension parts if the showroom allows. He will even do the test drive himself. He will look out for things that you might overlook. But this is just the basic, the basic idea of what to look for, to give you a gauge on what to look for when you are purchasing a car. So guys, stay tuned and follow me and subscribe for more content.